by not debating the Auditor General's report, the ministries know that don't worry. They're going to be doing hearings all over this country for 6 months, and the report dies. Then the new one comes. And that is exactly what has happened for almost a decade. So we, myself, that's why I moved a motion that we need to debate it. And it was, again, we explained over and over. It is to help government. Mr. President has made, apart from free education, the fight against corruption his mantra, from the UN to the World Bank, everywhere, everywhere. He told us in 2019 that the last regime took $1 billion. It's here in this his speech. Yeah? And he admonished Parliament to work with him to fight corruption.
So I encourage all civilians to join me to fight corruption.
If we, the people's representative, are looking at provisions that can help him fight corruption, and we continue the same bad habits that in fact perpetuates the culture of corruption. Because as I tell people, it's a culture. It's a culture. There are people in the system.
Allowance for example, you get a NACOVAC, it pass the pay they get as Deputy Minister and Ministry of Finance?
I go say yes. Yeah, I go
so
say yes.
So the risk will involve you work, for example, when an office work for coordinate.
It's not office work.
What's not the risk will involve now you work?
It's not only office work. Okay? It's a special dispensation where you're working is an emergency. Okay, you're working relatively full time without stop.
So what's the risk involved in that?
It's a risk of loss of life, of contacting COVID, and in the process loss of life.
But not to you to do testing, for example, not to you to go out to the people in a quarantine.
We are directly, everybody working in NACOVAC is directly exposed to the entire risk of COVID-19. Okay, like many other persons.
The don't pass, how much they don't pass. You know, the 50 days, we never suffer now. Right now, we never work in our center.
The guy listed since the time of April up to this level will not get with pay. And we cry to the big one, and nothing, they don't talk to we. Any so put they say pass will go. Even we don't go beyond Freetown, when we see we call anti-corruption, then they say no. And this government, they are against to anti-corruption, but yet still then they go into anti-corruption. We're enough fine.
Earlier, we all see during the response of this same pandemic, the healthcare worker them, when at the frontline worker, the issues beyond they come off, them not being satisfied with the allowance within the get. Then if we they get on our way, like not directly with the people we get the virus, they see increase of payments even compared to it when again a government work a pass as allowance, then the one that when at the frontline workers and get concerned. Now that's me could be one for no the risk where they are around your work, for example, compared to person waiting at the field where like they do test.
The risk of the persons, every individual where they work in NACOVAC is huge. Yeah, for risk of contacting the virus and then losing your life is there. That's the primary foundation of the assessment of risk. And then plus people they wouldn't have the strategic team where they put them brain trust into advising.
People just do not care. They say don't worry, they will talk, they will do nothing.
Let me ask you this question as you say that. I mean, I don't know if I will be safe to say, does Parliament aid and abet corruption? Especially, I mean, besides debating the audit report, going back by one of your constitutional mandates to perform oversight functions, you are to go and probe into activities of ministries, departments and agencies and see how those projects are being implemented. And if that is being done, that's a way of mitigating corruption in the first place. Is Parliament functional at all in that aspect?
Let me be very candid. I think I'm very impressed. I'm so proud that at least the country they open up. I don't stop for Gambia for the past like 10 years, 10 years. And for can see that, you know, the country don't open up to Gendema, don't open to Moyamba, Maban Bridge and others. I can say successive regimes, especially in the road infrastructure, don't do extremely well.
Well, me, I think the road construction company where they undertake implement this program.
Improper oversight not debating the Auditor General's report, not checking it. Because if you go on oversight, you want to make sure that they're implementing the recommendations. But if you've not read the report, you've not debated it, what the heck are you oversighting? What are you oversighting? Just for show? So this is why we have insisted, meaning what? If we neglect fundamental responsibilities of Parliament, of oversight, okay? If we neglect it, the culture in the rest of governance will continue. So this is why, unconsciously, by omission, Parliament, yes, could aid and abet corruption by not doing what it must do. This constitution was written carefully. I've talked to some of the authors. Why did you give Parliament so much power? They say we gave Parliament the power to scrutinize appointees. We gave only Parliament the power to allocate money and to come back and check whether the monies were spent properly. It's a lot of power. They say it's deliberate because we went through a one-party state. And some of those who wrote the Constitution were members of that government. But some of them were constitutional lawyers. They say what we've seen, we don't want to happen in the new republic. So if we, the inheritors of this document, of the new republic, come back and choose to do the old wrong practices, and then we are all over the place saying we're trying to fight corruption, it's not working. And what we see now is that the people don't trust that we're doing it. Why? The perception survey. And it matters what they think. So if we omit our responsibilities, if we do not do what we're supposed to do, yes, the culture of corruption continues.
Law not afraid for tell people then say we society not to mamiko society. People they afraid for correct them begin there now. Let we not afraid for tell them say with man they use digital communication for let them develop and advance. We use society, we they use them for bring people down. We they use them for them bad mamikos. It wrong. We then do unto other person wrong. If they do unto you, mama, it wrong.
To make the economy grow even faster, people then get jobs, or at least the price hikes they're not so high. And of course, over the since the government don't come, we don't see say petrol price don't go up several times. And that one, they of course impact the price of everything. The last one we didn't do now about 30% price increase on day since we didn't come with the petroleum products. So times are hard. Now that I will tell you, where they go offline now with constituency there with the CM. Who they go something and then they attire base with they really grumble. But apart from that,
right now, I want to say, una good morning, una good afternoon, una good evening. I'm Mina EGERTON SHABBA. As we all know, we get so many things already on phone our country. Today we get one big alejo where we can talk to. We now person way not really first in this way, I don't kind of this platform. A prominent person way always been at this platform and they can talk to now. And today also is an honor for me to get him and can join at this platform today. So please share the video. And also later on today, we go open a phone line where we say give a take about WETIN we can discuss now so today. About WETIN we can discuss now so today. It's an opportunity we're gonna for make una call in. And we're gonna a WhatsApp phone line where una call and give our own take. So once again, una welcome to this program and una thank you. We also una join me on this platform on EGERTON SHABBA, sister station Rachel Bangua Davis, Telito Rachel, and we had where also they put videos them on YouTube. So one for say thank you very much to una where they follow me. Make a bring Rachel Bangua Davis, Telito Rachel. Welcome again, sister station.
Thank you very much, EGERTON SHABBA. Fambulem, una welcome again on board this platform. And if you just join in, welcome and share this video, please. At the encouragement of share this video. We don't come again today for talk about things them, but Mama Salon. Now make we all left for important things them, just for make we able bring information to una, and also we all of multiple things that we happen on Salon. We know say a lot of things then don't unfold this BNTM. And like SHABBA say, we guess today is a part of the things that will unfold this BN10. So now make we begin and come making safe can talk to family because so many things then they overhead. But today instead already say I want can talk to me salon family and I want can talk to me people who say I belong. I want to make them understand my situation. So una welcome again, dear. Una share this video and many thanks to Riyadh. We always did broadcast this program on the YouTube. Dear, una share this video, It is about Sierra Leone. It is about how to move Sierra Leone and make Sierra Leone a better place for we all. Thank you, EGERTON.
Well, we don't waste no time. Make I bring in we young brother Haroun Zubairu Olu. I like the Olu name. Haroun Olu Zubairu. Welcome again, my brother Haroun.
Thank you very much, Mr. EGERTON. But for a full disclosure, my name now Haroun Oluwole Zubairu. Thank you very much, Mr. SHABBA. Madam Rachel, thank you for everything you do. This is a service where una the game to we country, and I tell me family them, the viewers them, the one that they take the opportunity and time who can listen to me. The one we believe in we country. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We can discuss today what's pertinent now we country, and are ready for talk about issues them. We will make a difference now we country. Thank you guys very much for inviting me. Now an honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Zubairu. I'm a huge follower where they follow you big time, especially when you go Sierra Leone. I see you now, radio stations, them TV stations, that they slum them. You know, how you don't return back. How was it? Sierra Leone?
It was eye-opener for me. I mean, feel say I know Sierra Leone or I know Freetown, but this time I get a real grasp of Freetonians and Sierra Leoneans. Them. Sierra Leone are a peaceful, loving country. Now, a decent country. Even the Rariman them, they are peaceful and respectful. We are calm. We are slow in some instance. We are peaceful. Even the policeman them, if you do sometimes they can give me a hard time, I still appreciate them. In one instance, I was pulled over by policeman because I did drive a truck 12 times in a day. Because they see a truck, they see somebody, we look like we get small body, we get muscle, we feel like a common America, then pull you over for 5,000 leones. And 5,000 leones can only buy cookie and water for drink, and that's it. They cry, they say, "Brand Latin or day. Do you like a small thing? I make a pull with them, smile at their face and say thank you." As much as they control the traffic, they try for Allah for that one day, but try to be nice to this. That juxtaposing between all the different things the way they hit them, they still honor the country. We see a young lady we come within the traffic as usual. A 13-year-old, 14-year-old girl, Magona aid. I didn't decide. My wife, they drive me, say, "Sir, do you buy one for me? Buy to me for 20,000. And 20,000 are just $1. Say, "I know, sir, from this morning, in the evening, the young girl is begging me, if you know for eat, but just buy it for me. Just buy 3 mango for me." I will tell you, thank you, sir. So I can see how Sierra Leone. But Sierra Leone, I can only tell other than today, where they out now the outside world. And they tell you that today, do not waste your time now the West. Sierra Leone is where the money is. Sierra Leone is where life is. Sierra Leone is where peace day. Whether I differ with President Bio, they still invite me at State House. Whether I can go vehemently against the president, they still come around. You welcome Nayaso. That's Sierra Leone. When I meet APC people them na stage, na TV stations, and they go against them. Charlie said, you get red, you get green, you get Tolombo, you get Pauper. They are all the same. They cannot define the distinction between them when it comes to policy. I said, they are not good people. But after they say, Haroun, come hug me. God go bless you for what you do. We believe in you. Continue in what you do. This is the Sierra Leone we are known. And we are poor. But my friends, the best is yet to come. This is our time. We will speak truth to power. And sometimes some people don't like we. When we talk about the reality, the things that we can only talk on their own playbook, the way how they see things, the way that wants people talk them. And if you not talk them, then you are an outcast. That means you are disrespecting. And that is not what we do. That is not what we do. We believe in the social doctrine. We say we get forgive back to the country, and we country now in our force. And at that, now I believe in. I will stand anywhere, any place, at any time for make the best out of the country. Sierra Leone, now we get them, and we make the best out of the country. Regardless of who that did our power today, but we'll influence them by with voice, not about disrespecting, but because we believe in this social doctrine. We say we are now one. Thank you very much.
So you just come out Sierra Leone. The time when you go to Sierra Leone, you go for this mayorship campaign. How people embrace you?
People embrace me because of message. EGERTON, I'll call you EGERTON. I don't call you last name, but I'll call her Miss Rachel because I respect her so much.
Yeah, go on.
And we love her so much, you know. So we get, you know. But EGERTON, when I go first, you get Mr. Gentle telling we that he gets so much money. He is a wealthy man. He get money. He spend money outside. He get all this entourage, policeman, them, and all the people in the.
So who are Mr. Gentle? Who clear? Who are Mr. Gentle?
Mohammed Gentle, that first way. And it's by Kumabegi a contract, and it make the road them now Ilcott Road, and it gets some money out of them. And then if they SLPP become APC, and then it go SLPP back because of political reasons. So it said it run for mayor. But before you don't run for mayor, you get to know why you want to run for mayor. For Mr. Gent to be able to tell me say no more, na mami cause. It mentioned that they by write the reference. And able to articulate himself about the global warming, about the deforestation, about the 600 oyster we born up with last year.
So you want me to say no clue?
It doesn't have any scintilla of evidence how a country, a city for one. So you get to know that. But it go now the Eastern Lions, are they with the order them, are they with the hunting, I get this plenty people them. I was not a known person because I come to America, I only can talk that when I show them and anything and they don't know me. But I'll be able to match Gentle one-on-one and every board way to go. But I'll be able to take them to outside they have dense population. Like Kisi, Wellington, Calbaton, everywhere where you can talk, Kisi, Usa, Komot, Moiba them, all them places that they are be able to go and speak on issues them, will affect them, and I'll be able to define what to make the mayor not able to do in job, even though it gets transformed Freetown, even though now a fine plan, even though the woman is able to do the job again, she was paralyzed. You see whether they disrespect him, you see whether they curse him, you see whether they malign him, you see whether they can't go to court every single time. Haroun Zubairu will be able to say, you know, it's let we break this chain. Madam Mayor, I wish I can run under this ticket, but I run as for an autonomy where independently gave a run the city. Like where every other city in this world, now the mayor them, they run them. Now that I go against the mayor. But what does that mean? The mayor, it gets a 19 plants them and not able to complete one because of this depress, whether they depress her, they stop whether they stop on her. Me say they can't fight of autonomy. Let the mayor give me the scratchers for that do and I will find a plan. I will take part of a plan, incorporate my own functional city, and make that a better city. That's exactly. But let me tell you, sir, Emma, the budget for Freetown every year where they pass now, Parliament, now 72 billion. Now only 20, now they give Madam Mayor. Whether for give early of the year, now June, July, now they give 20, 72 billion for all the
so
city.
out of 72 million budget
72 billion.
for the capital city, with the mayor,
Yes.
current mayor they represent. Now
Yes.
22, you said 22?
20 billion.
20 billion now you get for this past, you mean every year?
Virtually in another game, 60% of waiting it ask for. 60% waiting parliamentary it forget.
Okay.
They're not able to collect taxes because they say enough for collect taxes. So now 169,000 Austin day now the urban area Usawide. Now only 30,000 now Madam Mayor able for collect taxes because extra people they say many people are not paying. So again, it suppress and progress. We see today now one of the worst cities today in the world. You know, the thrive is confusing. The police they're not able for fight corruption and traffic violation and criminal acts. Now 130 or no up to 200 city police a day for 1.2, 1.5 million people. This is what our city is going through. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Gija.
Okay, so you don't talk about all of them things there. So when you meet a salon and you go give you strong message for let people and go gravitate to you vision of Sierra Leone or Freetown in particular, because now you run for nine, you be intend for run for under the NGC ticket, and so now you don't come, and then so. One of the things we want for know today is where do you stand with your campaign as the candidate for the mayor of Freetown?
Well, it's an unfortunate time for me and a very depressing time for me because I get the tenacity, the courage, and the might to fight against the SLPP and the APC. I will get them, and I still get them. I want to run under the NGC party. I let the mantra we own, Dr. Kandeh Yumkela tell we, it's a country first. And I believe in that country first mantra. And I believe Sabuduan. Unfortunately, there's so much disagreement, and there's a possibility NGC they left me for good set an alliance with the SLPP without me knowing as the only candidate, the only one where they go out there and speak eloquently on behalf of the NGC party this time.
Can I come in a little bit? You say NGC they left you for go form an alliance with the APC without without informing you. How?
Not with the APC, with the SLPP, ma'am. Then they go form an alliance with the SLPP. We are well. Unfortunately, I'll be able to get that on an audio recorded by someone in a meeting. We're able to tell, we say, this is what the intention is. One, I think, say, we as human beings, we for respect we serve. Rachel, if I want to come now, you show, you will forgive me, you don't want profanity, you want to dress appropriately, you get to talk like a professional. These are the guidelines that you will come with. You know, I know they can't chastise you or disrespect anybody where they come and talk against me. These are guidelines. You will give me that preemptively before I come now, you show. And if we didn't have any business, anybody for come and tell you. Obviously, me not to just ordinary possibility just to support the party. I don't deal with the party for long. I believe, say, somebody will get courtesy and say, this is our plan. Here's how they do them. For example, Dr. Bright, Arthur Pierce, and Mr. Jen and everybody, then come and tell we say, agency might set up a co-op where they will bring all the other party them for fight against the current government. I was not in favor of that because when that happened, they would choose another person for mayor possibly. Probably me not would be part of the count, so I don't support them. and another for, another for, but again, they explain to me how the process to go. And they tell me over close to 2 years ago, that is their intention. Now they call courtesy. Now they call respect. Now they say you talk to people them like they're worthy. 5 months to election, we can really say there's a possible alliance. Number two, they get 5 people them when they choose for go through with this alliance. So waiting that happen, meaning they have been in talks without telling us, and now then they go and go strike or do which they call the terms and the condition to which this alliance could work. So unfortunately, they disrespect and they're not able to inform me, and me they run for mayor. I don't put me time there, me life, me wife in life, me parents in life, me mama to your goodness, to una goodness. My wife tell me, say, Haroun, get the F out of this business. Because the kind of disrespect, the kind of curse, the kind of thing that I don't get this 1 week for these strong statements where I make. My wife say, I don't want to be a part of this. In fact, usually I go to watch this show. She said, I don't want to be part of it. We can give back to our country without even going to the public.
Okay, I understand it, Philly. I don't say Shabba go like for play something, but before you play something, you talk about say them pick 5 people for making them engage with SLPP there. What are these 5 people them? I mean, what is like part of the 5 people them that make yourself feel like you were left out?
No, I'm not worried for them that the 5 people. That not to be called, and they not the executive and all. They pick them, they send 5 people and they pick. God knows who than them people here, that number 1. Okay. Number 2, somebody who I get respect for now, Dr. Dennis Bright. Dennis Bright has been fighting for the country. They don't beat him, they don't cuss her, they don't cuss him, they don't lock him in jail for waiting they believe. But let somebody say it's not going to be part of it, it's disrespectful. And for let people in the beginning cuss him, say, then, I not be accept that. I don't think, say, we will left Dennis Bright out. We don't fetch for 4.5 years. And for that reason, I not be able for stand that. I believe, say, for exit.
All right, Shabba.
I will, I'll listen to one audio where the person we are not calling him, but himself a strong political commentator for NDC.
Right.
This person say, them don't warn you. Say the NGC them don't warn you. Say for make you not go for this mayorship. You say NGC them don't warn you. Then say they're not going to support you. He say, but you say pauper, you did go.
That is categorically false. Right. Let's tell you who that them. The person they talk to, I know. It don't take 4.5 years in go Sierra Leone. You don't know nothing about Sierra Leone. Let me tell you, you know that they for tell me that here on. Dr. Dennis Bright. I will bring Transform Freetown. Dennis Bright give me the entire book. Say go study him. Then you know waiting to go on now Freetown. That's number 1. Number 2, Arthur Pierce. It come and say, Mr. Zubairu, you can do this. The leader then that Freetown. Number 3, the Secretary General. Now we party. He say, Haroun Zubairu, you can do them. Number 4, the person within North America, where now we chairman, Umaru Jabi. He say, Haroun Zubairu, we ready for support you. Number 5, people are all over the world are supporting me. Every single day we are going to the party office, Dr. Bright, because I see the progress. Me, Arthur Pierce, Willow Wise, Sec Gen, Dr. Bright, Nyamakora, all of we in our office, where we strategize on how to pursue this we candidacy. And they tell me, say, you not a bargain cheap for this particular time. I want to continue. Like, the party, not only that, the party go ahead and give me all the constituency, every constituency they go, then they help me. Nobody in our party ever advised me. Let me tell you who that they are the consults first. Hold on a second, Mama. The people who are the consults for there are run for mayor. I get two picking 132, 126, 117, and 110. I get me wife, I get me mama, I get me papa. Before I begin run for mayor of Freetown. And 2 years ago, I spent thousands of dollars when I do a survey. You see the pile of paper there. When I go all across Freetown, and then tell me what's in the gun of Freetown, for not even know how for gun. I spend them. We tally up. We know it's in the message. Not somebody within Canada, they can't tell me, say, we don't tell you. Other than Dr. Bright, they accept me letter, say, yes, you're the one for mayor of Freetown. When you get time, call Dr. Bright, call Atopias, call everybody in this world. Again, not to one man, they can't tell me, say, no one, where you not Sabi Freetown, where you know they go Freetown. What are you talking about now?
All right, Haroun, before I got in the KSI, you mentioned all of the names that will support you, and these are very key people at the NGC. But you don't mention one person when they heard when the leader of the party, when KKY, was he supportive at that time of your intention?
Dr. Yumkela tend not to talk to me. This is about 10 months ago. 10 months ago, he never talked to me. I don't call him. We even Miss Secretary General, now the agency party, with excitement for me. If you don't, they call Dr. Yumkela, let we talk to we meet and see what's now we call. He refused for come and talk to me. In personal secretary, a young man called Derek, the excitement every time I go to the party office, the excitement. You can see, now me know what they do for we party. One day, Dr. Bright not tell me I will no one. He's not in that position.
If we can understand what you say, you say 10 months ago, now is KKY stop forget conversation with you with your intention for run as a mayor of Freetown. Am I correct?
No, ma'am. Not for me intention. In fact, last year, December, when they invite me na Central Mosque, Dr. Yumkela come with me. We take her from Central Mosque. We walk her from Central Mosque. Take go Dovecot. Now the road, me and Dr. Yumkela and my wife in an eye hill. I wish I don't give this one to.
So what happened now? You say he stopped for talk to you. What happened? When was the last time?
I don't know. I even tried for caller several times. He never talked to me again.
So when are the last time una get a conversation as executive or as party to party member?
I know Sabi Dr. Kandeh Yumkela better, Miss Rachel. I don't see EGERTON. I don't ever see it in person, Miss Rachel, but I don't see EGERTON. I don't talk with EGERTON more than Dr. Yumkela. I don't shake Dr. Yumkela and reach 5 to minutes in my life. Me, I don't ever talk. Like I said, don't talk to you so for each 5 minutes, one in my life.
But I won't now a party leader. And you will raise money for Dr. Yumkela.
Yeah.
And you know one of the person we make social media cannot but Dr. Yumkela.
Yes.
You know one of the person. That to be honest.
Yes.
We can make people know about Dr. Yumkela. So you want to tell me so all this while when you was on social media.
And I got to me, you don't have we don't meet our wedding then. We talk lengthily about things, everything in life. One day me and Dr. Yumkela not team up one-on-one and talk.
So how you be able to advocate for this man, for convince Salon people and for be vote for him at that time? Where you say you have I mean you don't know him to that extent, to that level where so say you know EGERTON, for example. So how you be able to articulate very well for on social media and to people and convince people and for vote for Yumkela? Why did you do that?
Because I believe that because of in policies the way it ought to do all over the world, how it carry himself and what the where it get command of the issues now we country and how it carry himself and how it only talk now certain area them in writes up them now that are able for determine for talk on Dr. Yumkela, but I don't know him. I never started one-on-one and talk to him one day in my life. One day.
We can just play this audio, then we go respond to this audio quick.
Therefore, increase the volume.
That's where my career started in the UN, organizing some meetings for heads of states. So I don't meet ugly. Museveni, Kagame, Gaddafi, you name it, royals from other places. Now, people so doubt me integrity now. That's because you go church with president and pray for the nation. Now, if you people will learn what Bitcoin, I see all in the right. Yes, I go to you. He invites me and the family. So now you with her. I say, well, you say we don't go kitchen, and we talk up. Now you say, and they can. Me not free go. And if when I go back, when I go watch video, what are they on 98.1? I say, President, you call me anytime for talk about salary, go. Not just what I say. You know, leave my video. So what's in my video? And it's here. It's not even like it's here. I want to learn when I know me. I know height. I go there, sit down with her at church, we pray for the country. Don't let us always talk. Not to everything small between they know. What the woman know to the outside. Anything I talk about in that social media. But see the government. They don't think about politics before. They don't ever lead a nation. They don't lead a ministry. And then approve it. Even with UN, a lot of negotiation they be behind the scenes before we come up on it. No. NGC people, if you come on I go, you for carry social media. I know they never do. They don't cost me my man for talk for 3 years. Why they are not doing? For nobody. Because I am a responsible leader. I don't learn leadership 40 years now. I see I'm from the Kandeh as chief. I don't do global. So yes, January, I go to you, pray for the nation. Pray for the nation. But we talk. And one of the questions back from the president. So what you don't say? I said, Mr. President, I'm glad it's in January, I have 4 more months in Parliament, and I don't have a lot of I said, don't you say, left this talk. We need for unify this country, he said. I don't tell you over and over, until you understand.
Okay, we go continue the audio. I will not say you don't listen to this audio.
Yes.
And you do a follow-up when you listen to this audio. What's your take on this audio?
There is a lot of impulsive statements, and I believe it's unfortunate way Dr. Yumkela make some of their statements than they. Number one is say the president invite her for going to church. Not invite. And I can tell you, the viewers them and Una, Mr. Sef, they invite me twice. Not that I don't want to go to the president. I'm not ever going to State House. When I go to school and go to library, I see the State House. It's an honor for a particular government call me for go talk to them. I'm not being able to do that choice I make, and I'm not going for do a follow-up with the president when I'm not feeling certain with myself. I decide not for do am. Not that I'm not going to go now and go see the president. Let me right. But at this junction, where election they come, and they run for mayor, and I then a political party, I make the choice not for what it. Dr. Yumkela have the right to go to the president. So that a choice. I'm not which the column. But also, it said at 98.1. It said, don't talk and say, if the president call him, it go. Yes, Dr. Yumkela have the right. Dr. Yumkela have the right for left-wing party, but also we wouldn't follow them. We will believe in them. So I'm telling you again for consult with we and talk to we certain way. Because we get so much respect for them. We get this scar now we face for Dr. Yumkela. But he say, now the president, now he don't tell, say he will retire. Not to the people that are in constituents, so not to the people that are Samoa, not to the one that are Cambia or the NGC party, but the president. Now the president tell and say, I don't tell you, Let we unify this country. I believe, say, he make a mistake there, Dr. Yumkela. That is unfortunate. I'm not saying if you go rethink and probably put on that way, you make it clear to it. But when you use the word Pekin again, some of we kind of feel bad. Some of we feel bad for what you call grown-ups them. We want to know waiting the leader, they think, or waiting they go on. Because for 6 months, Dr. Yumkela not talk to nobody. Everybody within the party, they say, what's going on? People are crying. Mr. Yumkela can't talk to we. I'm not being so familiar with this word, what they call Umrah. But everybody in the world knows what they call Umrah now because Dr. Yumkela don't travel. And they can't tell me what you really want for you. We wait for her. Our beloved Dr. Kandeh Yumkela. The one where they inspire we, the one where they make every time I wake, I get that agility and ready for fight for the common good, for Sierra Leone first. And Alassane and Alusine has destroyed our country. I respect this man with wholeheartedly. Ibrahim KKY, a left wing. Adebayo just talk him. Adebayo, a call me say I left the party. That just can't be an advocate. Ibrahim the left, I won't come. 3 days, Adebayo the mon ami. I said, no, boy, I'm not to do that. Dr. Yumkela, I believe in him. I did die with him if he come with the right cause. But me, not grown up. I get picking from 32 to 10 years old. Nobody know they feed me. And in fact, I can stand the test of time financially. I'm not a brag. I'm not big. 90% of waiting at my campaign now Haroun Zubairu in money. 90 or 95% of it. I'm in money. When they fire the bond so, for them people a day, I'm in money. Because I love NGC, Dr. Yumkela, and Freetown. I feel them pain.
You feel? Did you guys? Let's talk about you. I know other people are feeling. Do you feel humiliated or belittled by some of in statements that we make inside our audio?
I not to feel bad about them. It's just sleep and sometimes we can get this exuberant, this feeling like I'm untouchable, and they talk to me or people within a circle. You know, they go out. So I don't feel bad about that. The way I feel bad about now the alliance within 5 months to election. That is not right. You can't tell me that. And somebody like me, we don't put me out, me mind, me all me life, me picking them, me daddy, me parents them. Where go me daddy, they say they give me blessing. But if they touch me now, God not go forgive you in this world. Because when we do, we're not for politics. At the beginning of the game, then they can't tell me say they go match with other party. It make me disoriented. I just come out alone. Then I can't hear this. We just do convention. They not talk about this at the convention. 5 months to election.
So do you feel betrayed? Do you feel betrayed?
I feel say unfortunate. Because I don't think say now me per se they try for do. They do because they're inconvenient for them. But I think with them something. And I think with them think that with them think say they for do. And also they don't realize my own position. How many people don't come up for one for political office now NGC? Now two. Me so and the one that calls the man.
I got to say something. But before Egerton, before you they say, I just want to go one few points somewhere inside this audio where you play, and I believe say a lot of people and don't listen to them based on the social media comments where we say they get. One thing where I see inside this audio where I want to make Yusuf elaborate or talk to Salon people there because. Some of we self be really wants that fresh idea, fresh mind, fresh face of inside this Alassane Alusine where you self they talk about where KKY come with that kind majiji, that kind bet because KKY say we say salon people and get bet, but in I give you the bet.
Yeah.
So when KKY count that bet, that enthusiasm we have been getting because we know say in vision for Sierra Leone was good and everything. Now I make some of una follow around. Now I make some of we behind the scene being glad this will get a fresh face and all of that. But I see something where wrong small inside. I don't know if I correct. Where can I just say now not to alti una for no, not to alti small picking for no. Does that show accountability on that party level? Not to compare of somebody who want to give the highest position. Does that show accountability in that particular statement? We're not all team picking for no inside governance.
The thing where I'm able to forget from that talk, Dave. Sometimes I believe say you said don't take leadership position. You feel emboldened and confident that what you talk next quarter. And I mean, Dr. Kandeh Yumkela think that way in that particular statement. But I can tell you now, any position, even if somebody run for mayor of Freetown, if I become mayor of Freetown, believe me, there are certain things that we are going to negotiate. We can't tell the world. But honestly, I will come and talk with civility and respect. When I don't entrust me with this power, there are certain things that we are not going to talk. But I do them to the best of my ability, and it will share dividend with you guys when I make the decision. Una trust me. If I make the bad decision, una hold me accountable and reprimand me. But I will do the things that we right for the betterment of the city or the country. We don't talk that way, but again, it was emboldened. It get confidence. It feels say it on top of the world, and it just say. And I believe say. If me be in a position, I will regret waiting. I say, I hope say inside going for regret.
Haroun, you think say the appropriate way Dr. Yumkela mentioned inside this audio about the rents way they pay for the NGC party office and also the money way some members of the send to them?
I don't know if I don't think say it be necessary. You know what to do? NGC, we all them, and virtually a handful of people financially, all the party keep going. And people that don't give money, people in the chastise people because we talk that talk there. But a lot of people they are not wealthy people, but then they put money in this party. For not only will they give money for the party in functional, will they give money to the one that waited at the party, where the mama sick, where they sick, where they get buried, when they get school fees, where they not get paid for pay against them. We are doing a lot behind the scene for ordinary NGCians, where they go out there in the world and fight for we. It is unfortunate for $2,000. I hope say Dr. Yumkela go try for fix down this and what it mean. Make it tell we what it mean, and let we move on for no fight for the country. What make I believe in Dr. Yumkela and not believe in divisions? That's what he tell me. And not believe in exclusion. So, or marginalization. Now that they tell me. So then divisive word and this and they not a mistake. But enough for talking. It's rather unfortunate.
I want to play one video where you do, and people don't want to know what trigger you when you do this video.
Me fumble them. My name na Haroun Zubairu. Me fumble them today. I want to talk about a bad man, a man with hate Sierra Leone, a man with a deceptive man and a liar. Man will betray in people them. Kandeh call Yumkela. Kandeh Yumkela na a bad man. Mr. Yumkela can deceive we, manipulate we, and can lie per we. That the man this we talk about Alusain and Alassane. Beyond a day with Alusain, they promote them, they cheer them up, and they vote for them, and now it come and choke winner we heart. Piasi with Nef. Now we had Mr. Yumkela, now a bad man. Mr. Yumkela, I ask Sierra Leonean, do you allow not forgive this man? Allow not tolerate her. This man now a bad man, now a con artist. Mr. Yumkela, na mama and papa born you. Mr. Yumkela, not to yourself educate yourself. Now people they educate you. Mr. Yumkela, not to yourself they pay you. Now people they pay you. Mr. Yumkela, you not get no heart. You know they think for a whole country. You destroy we. Mr. Yumkela, you not only destroy we, but you bring violence. Now we party. We fumble them this past Saturday in Mr. Yumkela camp for Causeway. A young woman, a fighter will lock with electric country in Yamako. It didn't at the meeting, but it began to go use the restroom. Mrs. Nyamako say, Kandeh Yumkela insecurity them. They broke inside the toilet. The woman then naked. For selling in go talk na phone. Mr. Yumkela bring fight and violence to we party. Mr. Yumkela allows security and then they beat people when they against what they about for do. This man now a bad man. Mr. Yumkela, you the bluff say you the give $2,000 every year. Now NGC, we fumble them. We put 3 times that amount there. We fight for this party. Whilst Mr. Yumkela, the cozy with the SLPP party. Yes, Mr. Yumkela, you're not a bad man. You can't cost with people that say that they give $100. Mr. Yumkela, some of these guys where they give $100, they put past $2,000 every year. Past what you put. You're not a bad man. Sierra Leone should not forgive you. You're not a wicked soul. You hate Sierra Leone. You feel say you better. You feel say you good. You feel say you're not a decent man. No, you're not a decent man. You hate we country. We fumble them at the resign today from the NGC party because Kandeh Yumkela, not a bad man, not a deceptive man.
Actually, before Zubairu will come in, you know, I don't sabi Zubairu now for a long time. From where it motivates some of us on social media for follow Dr. Yumkela. For the first time, I feel Zubairu in pain. And the video.
Yeah, you know, I feel so emotional. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not listening. I deliberately decided not to listen this video until today, just because I want that natural reaction, you know, from any other person when they watch this video. I feel for I feel so emotional because some of we know to the extent financially where you don't invest in empathy and in fight and in determination for the mayorship of Freetown. We know how much you don't invest financially and how much you don't invest in time. You know, how much sleepless nights from in family and all of those things, don't risk in life, like you said, considering the Sierra Leone where we did so today, where you talk, then they go look for your family, where you make so, then they fend you. He don't put everything on the line.
And I'm afraid for him. What's all over the country and the West, on the radio, on TV, that is coming as wow.
He don't put everything.
I was like,
he don't put everything on the line for this man or for Sierra Leone through the KKY movement. He don't put everything. He don't lay in life that I will die with this man just for make Salon better. So I can imagine how it feel when this man when he don't do all of this for, and not only him, also the followers them. When then I had they pay the $10, the $100, the kind work whether they work under rain, under cold for go get this money. I can imagine them pain the way KKY come out and make such a statement. But one thing where I be the yeri, if they get me say. He said, all man don't go. Now then it's white someone left. All man don't go. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, people keep saying, all man don't go. Because even sometimes when I do my program, I see the comments on that, all man don't go. Now then it's white, I don't know more wait till they wait. You know? So now I understand, but now people they don't get the whole picture. That's the KKY we used to know. We put that bet per we where you say we get today, and I put them per we because the kind where it come, where he ready for talking and that, where it makes so it mesmerize the whole people there with the philosophy, with it talk all kinds of things. Then when you go to Parliament, we begin see a decline. Then what people they ask, and I'm all like forgive Parebulo. It says Saloma like for take all the money and put on a banga, water, and a fire.
Before I won't coming back, I won't please.
I mean, so Haroun, I get it. Shaka, what you want to say?
Before I won't come in for this particular video we'll play, because I will, for some reason, I don't want to play this video again, because me know how I feel for any time watch this video where you talk.
Yeah.
Me a man, I get for all myself. That's the honest facts. Because I know for when you left America, where you go to Sierra Leone, you was all over the place, here in the West, and I'm going to follow you. Yeah. For you, for come tell you say you resign, I feel your pain. And I will always respect and love you anyway for what you stand for.
Yes.
It's just like somebody who I'm married to, will stand by me.
Yes.
I will always love and respect you and stand with you anyway. That's the honest facts.
And one thing, yeah, go ahead.
Let's make us play this video quick.
Exactly. If you want to, they put Dragman as president or politician. You put Dragman at power and appoint no more.
Yes,
Wait time reach, you can't give 5,000. No drag my politics. What's he make all man and a showman? The other man is saying this now, his slippers are red, take off the hat. You see this man said? White and black. Tell me you man. So what's in happening at the area?
Yes.
So waiting at the message from me. I don't give me message. When I avoid Dragman politics.
I don't know, what did he start?
$8 million and me bring a lady. They don't show the video. When me and President Escoma they do foundation. And they tell the lot of people, say this is brother and I bring that SHABBA. So they are they put lock area. They not saying a workman, me not to labo. If you go in color and they show you something I build there for train people there, so they will get job. If you go Kandeh, another one day, go boy they put job. Like so me I don't work now before the end say I can't be politician. I can't do politics for help. Una life for change. So now anybody bring money, he can give una say votes for me, una eat because una money. Because that money they for build school for you people.
So they top
up. Supposed to build hospital for una life. But now see man they pull money, say, hey bro, now they pull the money where election don't come. Why not be not pull them before? Why not be not pull them before? So they give una money una chop up. But to God una vote for the person.
Rachel, honestly, no disrespect to Dr. Yumkela. I may follow Dr. Yumkela because of Haroun and Ibrahim. I see and say a gentle, nice man. But something the way Dr. Yumkela talked about this particular video, while watching for a long time, I was discouraged. And for any politician, we begin saying to with the citizen, I know we say I go hate you, but I know will follow you. Why you with Dr. Yumkela they tell the bike man them the demand say, look, you wear red trousers, red t-shirts. You know, this is one of the problems of our country. As you wear party colors, you don't begin point fingers. For you, you need to stop.
Yeah, I picked that one too. I picked that
you
one
understand?
too.
You need to stop. Somebody not for wear green, and so oh this time it's a PP day. Somebody not for wear green, red. Oh na APC day. I picked that one. I was like, Dr. Yumkela, you don't say such words to people. Allow people to make the way they're in color. It might be saying I like for wear green, but I don't go salon right now. I wear green. I wear green t-shirt. I wear and green trousers. So oh, that's a PP day.
I mean,
this
I'm
is a
a
message
little
with politicians. Then this is one of this that always a divide win our country.
Yeah,
even America self, they divide winner because if I go party, I wear green t-shirt and go so oh my man, or I wear red. If I go party, I got so many red t-shirt. Then if I go party, I go pay for wearing red t-shirt and so oh we know so na APC. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I want to let Zubairu put in thoughts together for if we can explain to we really what it mean by some of them words there. But before they do that, also pick that, and that for me that message in there was very cheap because and since saying not in a mixed part, not for follow the government politics. I felt that message was very cheap and divisive, and also. I'm a little disappointed at KKY. Like where I said in the beginning, he carry this majiji, this thing, pawi, he put on pawi. Where if the campaign during the 2015 election, if I'm right, it come against APC very strongly. Talk about the Ebola funds, and even in that video there, he talk about the Ebola funds, the Ebola money, they don't eat some, they don't this. But now, you know, that was when I begin to say something is not right. Where KKY begin, that majiji way it begin for decline, small, it begin for decline. That was when I knew that something is not just right. Because look at the Corona funds. I hardly see him speak about it. Look at Lara Taylor Pierce. These are some of the issues that will be feel say if we come out strongly on the president. Look at the things that when they happen, the killings, the this, the that. He never came out strongly. The way where we think where he used for be to we. Because now he make we feel so. Because of the energy where he carry it, where he give it, and now he said with the flow it. But it just declined. It just declined. And we see the way he can hard on APC, but we just see the decline. And that was when I knew something is not right. And that's where the deceit comes from. When Zubairu, they talk about deceit. And that's where the manipulation comes from. When they talk about manipulation. And he do them at the time when Salon people are there at a very vulnerable situation. It play on the minds and hearts of Sierra Leoneans where we be there at a very vulnerable situation. And at this juncture, I don't know if KKY now revenge, it be revenge now SLPP because they're not getting the flag bearership, or it was genuine. Then they left to Salon people there, and so they can open the line shortly. Then they left to Salon people there for make them tell we if KKY was genuine or it be one for revenge from the SLPP when they're not getting the flag bearership. Now make it go start up the NGC movement. Zubairu, over to you. What's it really?
That's Mr.
Because that was a choke. You know what that choke and choke posting for pulling what then in a month.
Yes.
What happened?
So, wow. Myself, I feel chilled watching the video with Sona now. That's now myself can't do this. On Saturday, last Saturday, Dr. Yumkela said on what day. Sunday, me and my wife they deliberate. The pain where we feel. Monday, Tuesday, on Wednesday, we decide to say enough. We have to give up. We have to let go for now and try to see if we go on under as an independent, because it's a gut-wrenching feeling. For say me party they left me na road in this election where I'm so passionate about. When I dey grab to your goodness, I dey feel I lost over 15 pounds under the sun, under the rain. I feel dark. My wife is sick, so they are not able. Where would they claim all on the outside that place, Bonner, Susan's Bay? Where would they come up the steps? It is so exhausting. But I still go. I get boku rest for them. I get water for them. I get all thing for them. Accommodate. When we accommodate, we go back that AYB, my wife Sidom. Hour again, they talk on behalf of the NGC party, Haroun Zubairu in campaign. Now this we can end up too. When they not respect we, they send to go to alliance. I feel when I say now a bad man and I straight as a bad man, I get too far, and that day I will take him back. Not say a bad man and make a bad choice. I will apologize to Dr. Yumkela and the people who they look today. I feel a gut-wrench feeling. Now I make a talk. Now a good man, I respect and wife, I love Mami Philo because not only because now Dr. Yumkela, but I get a personal relationship with him. So they ask for Dr. Yumkela and the NGC party for me using the word is a bad man. I was feeling pain. I feel that I've been paralyzed. When I believe, say, we can fight for the black, the silent people, the poor one them, the one them wait today. They get a husband and wife, they get two picking them, then barely able to make $2 for feed them picking. The one the way we will also today, inflation they affect them. When Mr. Madabio take over the country, me people them, there's now be 235,000 for bag. And today na 640,000 for one bag. When you talk about Pamine, now been let's switch at Pamine price again. Let's not make mistake on that. The Pamine now be 120,000 when Madabio take over today na 600,000 for 1 gallon, 5 gallon Pamine. When we talk about Yabas, that be 120 today, now 540,000. An average person they make less than 1 million a month. An average family of 4 therefore spend 108,000 for a meal per day. They not get them. I was expecting much. When Mr. Madabio take over this country, we get what you call term limit, where for this 6 years position. Lara Tilopias is one of them where they check how we money they flow and give we advice. They remove her with no reason. Our Chief Justice, they remove her with no reason, a term limit person. Ade Macaulay, where now the anti-corruption man, they remove him. The bank governor, they remove him. Where it gets 6 years. But APC win the election, they install another person for Speaker of the House. Africa Development Bank, the European Union, IMF, give we 340 million for the coronavirus. They go buy Prada. The nurses were left to their own devices. They were not oxygen, no pulse oximeter, no towel, no bed sheet. When they get blood-borne pathogens, then they take them, they go dig, they hold them behind the hospital and bury them for puts people at risk. I was expecting our leaders in Parliament to fight for those people. I would have asked for let people fight for we, where the Suma group come. They can't say they can renovate with airport. But not to the Suma group. Now, not to Turkey then come out, but now other country then come out, where they come, they register that Turkey, where can we country. I can tell you that today, where they come now the country today, that they take your picture, then now they control, which they call the BOT. Then they build, then they operate, and then they transfer. Meaning, if they come with drugs, now they go able for control, who side the drugs they come. I was expecting our leaders to question this kind of effort. I was expecting let people know who that are the Okada people. They are the engine, one of the engine of the country. Now 2 million of them did it today. Now then the transporter them, now then the ambulance, now then the transport produce. You get majority of them today, they sleep not treat. They not get host for sleep. It is true. 80% of the population today under 35, they are just there doing nothing. Then they die before their time. My friends, let me talk about this. Now the world today, now when people they eat boku, they make them they die. Sierra Leone, now angry, now they kill them. The people them, majority of the people them they die out of old age. Today, na Sierra Leone, the lifespan na Sierra Leone, na 52 years old because of poverty, disease, and things of that nature. I apologize to Dr. Yumkela for some of the words them like na a bad man.
So what you not apologize for?
Which I not apologize for way they ignore we at the brink of the election. They don't consider we and then just decide for go na other party. And the party where we disagree with. The question when they ask, why this party? Why this party? Why SLPP? Why not we capable of fight for this? You get Madam Akisoya, our mayor. We get Gentle and Haroun Zubairu, we don't know. Haroun Zubairu will able to make an impact that we country about doing this election. I'm able to call Madam Mayor and say, Madam Mayor, dear, I want to go see the plans where you make about the that transfer, that tool, when they try to use as a bio engine. When the first time anybody puts on this country, you can forgive them ample time. I call the mayor. When I call him, he said, they let me in. But I call Dr. Bright. Dr. Bright, so it's Haroun Zubairu they do, and not let him. When Madam Mayor give me respect, for I go see what they do. I send the video to Madam Mayor. And Dr. Bright say, Haroun Zubairu, continue on your campaign, but just respect him. I said, Dr. Bright, I all utterly elect this woman. And Dr. Bright said, I won't keep up the fight. Then nobody don't like when I say, the NGC tell me, say, I for go on for parliament. For whose side? Because come out now, Kisi, Pulaton, and Clan Campbell Street. Whose side is possible they tell me for go on? This is going to be the talk about. Until we're able to be realistic with ourselves, then we not go ever flourish in this world. But I tell every young man, every Sierra Leonean, everyone, una stand on una beliefs. Stand on what you believe in. In equity, anybody say, if they tell you say you get an ulterior motive, that's not their own prerogative. Stand on your country. Our allegiance is on the country and God.
But when the same word KKY say itself na country first, now it make such a decision. What you can say about KKY it moves somebody where we don't all like you say in high esteem, and inside your video you talk about it manipulate, it betray, it deceive. What you go talk about in move where instead they say na country first?
Well, I really differ of what's my definition of country first.
Okay.
A country first, regardless of which side the election get for go, maybe I won't survive go lost the election. But I fight on the common ground. Many people have no say, I stand for the Salon people. Me friends, I'm not politics, not to my career. Politics, I don't want money there. Me, na service, now they do to the country. So now I make another lose sleep. Where people and they cost me, mommy. People and they cost me. People and they lie for me. Now service at the gate to my country, not to my career. I can left on tomorrow and I not look behind.
But why you say KKY? I mean, not the wrong choice he make. Why you say that?
Because for all the obvious reasons. Today, unemployment is up to 70%. People are dying before their time. Disease is rampant. The rule of law is not there. Deforestation is there. We not get water. Now only 20% that we sit in the get clean water. The medical hospital not they do good. I do my homework. I go na Christian. That Christian they do very well. But we need more. Now 780,000 of the French then get anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, and you name them. Rambling. We get with young man them. Kush is not an isolated incident. The young man, they're addicted to Kush. And if you the campaign, if you use too much Kush talk, you know the win. But I stand because I believe in their young man today. I get a plan for them and I talk through.
So I want for advice, you know the right for advice, the young one the way they take Kush.
I did. Now I make some of the video that they will probably have sent to you when they say we not they punish them because they take Kush, but we mend them. But when we mend them, we put them in a halfway housing. When we put them there, we begin to rehabilitate them by creating technical schools for them. Apprenticeship is cheap. Sorry, for let them able to go and go learn something that way meaningful today. When they're going to take care of their family and their beginning and their life. We're going to be a real citizen and get a plan. Now, under that, we text it. Now they run for mayor of Freetown. Then they don't like pound and say I want to run for a member of parliament. I dislike them. The worst people in our side when it comes to corruption. The police, member of parliament, and the executive. Not to me say now the people the way they solve it. I don't want to be a part of that. That's a gimmick, that's a lie. They are lying. I know the consult person when they go salon for go talk about a member of parliament. We don't know the construct. We don't understand. We don't know the psyche of salon. It's a lie. This is a cacamaniac. What they will have passed with me, but it's their choice. Dr. Yumkela, my words were hard on say you're not a bad man. Yes, you make bad choices, but you are not a bad man.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to come back to Haroun. Today we get the opportunity. Family, we go open the phone line. We go open the phone line today, and this phone line will be on WhatsApp. Now what will we discuss here today, please? And I want to inform you say this phone line they on monitoring with the monitor on the phone, so you got to know what you can talk now at this platform today, based on waiting with the talk now. So please. I will play this video, and after I play this video, I will open the phone line plus one 301 201 5243. If you go to the comment side, you will see the number there. When I +1 301 201 5243. After I play this video, I will open the phone line. You can call redirect on WhatsApp and we'll give you 30 seconds. Please don't stay with me.
For where you come, we don't show. If you see me now, as I can now tell them. One thing we me know, you respect chieftaincy. We respect them as the chief of state. We respect her as the president of this republic. Me no go here say president they go na me place I no go there. You tell me, you not tell me at the good day. But the chief called me. He said the party for can visit. My brother called me. He said the party can visit. And I said definitely we'll get for welcome with president now we place. Excellency, as I say, I begin emergency. But I decided today I must there for welcome you. For two reasons. This country for no say politics not for be by enmity. Important for we when a politician. For sure we begin and say we can disagree on politics. We can then a different party, but not for enmity, not for fet. What you do? We all want one country to live better. So for Kaya today, being a big leader in this country, I want to let the people in Asamo and the country see say we believe say we all get the same intention. We want a better salon. And number two, we carefully respect the institutions. Me an institutionalist. Now that I don't do for 30 years. when you get the presidency, now for the whole country. If me not be Kanwe president, they can visit me village, then I no respect this country, I no respect the president. It wrong. Then there's a talk about deployment. I said one of the things we don't unlock this country, we don't allow everybody to cause big man and big woman in this country. It's not correct. It's not correct. Then for respect institutions, then for respect leadership. President, if you see me now, and the respect for you as a person, but the institution as well. You now be president. The chief, everybody don't talk. What you try to do now. And me don't talk at once in a development, I work with the government of the day, constructive opposition. When things not right, I also always done to my public or private. Say do a law make and this way it go better. So if you see me now, the gesture where you make a gesture of respect. Thank you for that gesture. You said show me people and say you respect me as a person, but you dey show the new leadership. Now that's them people to understand. Because some people.
Well, yes, Rachel, we can't open the phone line. You get something to say before we open the phone line?
Yeah, just open them while people in the talk. When the phone line ring there, we can, yeah, I mean, we can listen to WETIN.
Okay, Pample, the number now 2, we don't begin get calls them way they come in right now. The number now 301-201-5243. You can call me right now. You can call me on WhatsApp. You can call me on WhatsApp right now. 301-201-201-5243. I think so we'll get to the first caller right now. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, what's your name? Who's the call from?
Mr. Alpha Beta calling from Kalbato.
Yes, what's now you take?
Concerning for Haroun a statement where he talk say he never stick with Kandeh Yumkela and make 3 term or 4 term. A damn ton lie. Haroun, I mean the number 1 person way into this salon when it comes to politics, business. I move on from different places then.
But you know, so we'll give you 30 seconds. So we'll give you 30 seconds, please. We'll get to a lot of people on the line.
Let you address the issue.
Yes, let's go to the points, please.
Okay, no problem. If they try for talk a statement for say Kandeh Yumkela na normally shake and together reach 5 term. Adam, I wouldn't like it they try for lie. And secondly, I wouldn't try for alleged Kandeh Yumkela a bad man. Haroun maybe not sabi what's in an alliance. Make her education small. I get me business. They I get me own personal business. I can call people in, sell a partner, and lay me platform. Might be people in there and we want the business. Other person they but you want the business, but you know what for show face, make people say yes, it wants. Where mother you wants the business, then make you go for the business. If the APC no wants, let me we do allowance with the APC. The SLBP. Haroun, this statement where always the insult Kandeh Yumkela. Me know you very well. Where they claim say don't spend $5,000 towards the campaign. I know you very well. I know the.
Okay, brother, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me give other people.
Let's answer quick. Yeah.
I won't
remember all the questions.
Wait. I won't. Would they take 5 calls? Then you respond, please.
Yes,
so
please.
Just right. Would they take 5 calls?
Hello. Yes, please. What's your name and who's the call from?
Yeah, I'm a concerned citizen. I call from Boo.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for this wonderful program. I would only wait for this program for long, I mean, even afraid if technology no go down, it stop we. Well, me, I don't go say I feel for Haroun Zubairu because from his statement, from that program where she done so, when I don't ask her, say, what he been sick by this man, you know, he would tell me nothing where you go sit on somebody who can get a whole country when the problem is so they go to so in this country right now. When I ask her that question, they know really able to explain that he just say no money because in track record, you get evidence to track record, or rather than waiting other people and only talk the man don't work that you need to do that. Now make a leg somebody with a audio when a responsible person when a Imran to it, we don't analyze Udala Yumkela. And obviously, when you look at the man where he talk, you see lies panam. And in fact, you know, they even look at the age, but they talk like they are remanded.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my sister. You don't give 1 minute already. Go on.
Zubairu, you don't make any sense for yourself. Honestly, they apologize back again for waiting. What you apologize for? That means say, you know, even mean what you talk.
All right, thank you very much,
Thank you very much. The number now plus 301-201-5243. You can call with that live on WhatsApp. Hello, what's your name? Say the call from.
I got SHABBA. This is Ali. I call from Germany.
Yes, Ali.
I want to talk to Haroun.
Go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Mr. Haroun, there is one thing I want to make you know. You may believe on Kandeh Yumkela, and you believe not to for destroy the country because outside day you know have hope for nobody put breastfed at the table or your family. But there is one thing everybody get to die for believe on reliable. But now you try for going to politics. I just want to make you calm down and make you accept to what the people in this time for tell you because of which you try for come into. You know, say beaucoup people for come for oppose you and beaucoup people for believe in you. And to be honest, you know, me the Kandeh Yumkela feel say go change. So Motamai they support some person with a vision where it come with to you. You don't support them for bad. Because whatever it is, Kandeh Yumkela no go put spread fast at your table or give it to you want a family in the future. So just calm down and listen to people them, not answer them aggressive or arrogant way. Because you always try to fight in the cause of the
Thank you.
alone.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much.
Just calm down.
Yes, you can call me on WhatsApp 301-201-5243. We'll get 2 more calls, then I won't go respond. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where you call from, please?
Hello?
Yes, what's your name and where you call from, please?
My name is Mohammed Adams. I call from London.
Yes, Mohammed, go ahead. You're live.
Now about Zubairu, watching the statement where he talk where he withdraw against where he described Yumkela as a bad man. I'm torment me. You know? Yes. A person is described when the bad choice we possibly make, now they take you describe you as a bad person by your choice. For example, Mother Building, what I'm going to have a good person. When we can't really kill people, them, we describe as a bad person. But now your choice when you do like life, you can be good in life, but if you do bad choice, so immediately they will describe you to what you do. So let me check and back say no. What you say, that's true, because we are supposed to say, what you have to do to that party, that party.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. We'll get to 1 more call before I won't. Yes, what's your name and where you call from?
Shabba, this is Timan, I call from California.
Welcome, Timan. Go ahead.
I just want to say, we have people that will be the follow on this in campaign trailer, which is about feel say they don't mortgage integrity. Now that he don't apologize to Kandeh Yumkela and say not to bad man and this that anybody with a mortgage the well-being and welfare of the people that we want rule, I feel saying a bad person. So I don't feel say I won't get any apology from it to Kandeh Yumkela or whatsoever. And I'm your small take what I put.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, Famulem, would they pause first on the call, make so that I won't be able to address them concern. They are quick, that we can come back to on a small. So Arun, I believe say you know what's in the first caller, you know the first caller we call you, and most of the rest of the callers them, they're a little bit confused about your video and what they say now. And as far as they're concerned, anybody where they trade the future of Sierra Leone, or the trample on the future of Sierra Leone and people na bad person. But you don't can you be saying a bad person now, you don't apologize. People are a little bit confused and feel say your integrity is on the line. So go ahead for respond to the message there.
Again, the one when me say somebody not bad person, when you inflict a direct harm to one individual, now that's me defined as a bad person. We go and inflict so much atrocity to other human beings. Kandeh Yumkela, they make bad and wrong choices, and I disagree with them wholeheartedly. So me, on my own definition, a bad man like Hitler and then people and they Kandeh Yumkela make bad choices. Now that's not the difference. Alpha Becker like a son to me. In fact, I make a come into politics. I say I don't meet Kandeh Yumkela more than what I say. So let's talk the 10 I meet Kandeh Yumkela. The first time I meet him, now when I go for the election, I meet him, we go around the peninsula, I shake hand, accommodate. The second time I meet Dr. Yumkela, now after the election, we can America, na Silver Spring, we can tell thank you. At the second time that day as meet him. The third time I meet him, now we go April 27, where we go for independent. And the other time that day we meet him. The other time we meet Dr. Yumkela, now where we go around Central Mosque and go around the city. And the last time we meet in United States together, now when I see him at the convention. That's the only time. The convention not shaking hand. The when the election shaking hand. And that's pretty much the other time.
So pretty much it's about 5 times, whether you shake hand or not shake hand, but the meeting was about 5 times.
This is the only time I've ever met them. And SHABBA, me and you travel one of them same day.
Yeah, remember, we meet travel.
Yeah, you travel that same day.
Yes.
And the other person talk about WETIN Kandeh Yumkela don't do. When remember a work now UNIDO, credibility was good, where it began with $500,000. By the way, the left for raise money for UNIDO is almost 15 million or 50 million before it left in tenure for almost 8 or 10 years. That was a good thing for do. For fisheries, now be help for build fisheries. It been care well over 15 people and go Russia for go land marine. Also help market them, but 120 way it give them enough money for do markets. He open some technical schools them, and he work also been give out to the country. A lot of things today, even the Bakasoka, now him bring the feasibility studies to them. So it just alone get in country. So for that reason, I've been able for believe in say it get the technical skills, and we have a proven record, and then also it gets Salone at heart. Now that's me. I believe in Sierra Leone. I believe in the vision where Dr. Yumkela talk about explain when he say. I mean, people they get for taking for it and say, but I believe say Dr. Yumkela they make some bad choices. And then bad choices, then they may not be a part of that type of group. The bad man, I just say, if you call somebody a bad man in a political, now one way they do some atrocious things in their life. And I don't think say Kandeh Yumkela reached at that point state, but it makes some real bad decisions. And you can see the repercussion. You can see where other people then they talk. Don't take me word from it, because they actually hold for political office, and I talk on as a politician rather than an analyst like somebody like Imran. So now that's make I really try for say no use that strong word there on that person way, not take that kind of advantage on human being there yet, but it makes some gross bad choices were unacceptable to Sierra Leone.
Yes, Rachel, we still continue with the program.
Yeah, Famulem, the line don't open, again. The number for call now 301-201-5243. Would it take another 5 more calls or 7? Then Haroun Zubairu will respond to that quickly. Then hopefully we can be able to round up.
Yes, Fambulem, yes, the number again are 301-201-5243. You can call me on WhatsApp. We get another caller. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, who's your name and who's the call from?
This now Fude from Waterloo.
From where?
From Waterloo.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Concerning for Haroun, which they claim the alleged Kandeh Yumkela, a bad man, they don't mortgage the NGC. Haroun, I can't believe say when they say political party in our world, and you know the type of person, they be cry foul. Then it's right way they follow delegate so they appears the way they follow delegates, they will not be wanting for your mayorship. The alpha beta fights for you. The alpha beta will be called. He fights for you. They move from one place to place for this mayorship. They move from what they call it. He talk like the form. He attack different personnel for this mayorship. They accept you. Delegate today. Now you know the first thing today it insult Kandeh Yumkela because Kandeh Yumkela not sell the party. If you be one sell the party. If you don't do things, well, you know that for no. Now make it talk say, some of you now, una want for sit down at the high table, una will organize to una set, according to the statement. Because these are the example this. I believe say the man don't call a meeting. By the way, una for don't sit down, una wait for the man, una wait for the committee name, we get for arrange everything from there, una move. Because you want for Parliamentary, because another people who want to go to the another political party.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
We'll get another caller there, please. Thank you very
now
much.
1 minute to the give, so please.
Yes, I know say yes, this program here because a lot of people in the complaint saying anything there, we need to give people an opportunity for make them call in. So from now we will begin giving our opportunity. And also want for making an OCS. This platform we scrutinize the calls the way they come in. So I want for making you understand that. We'll get another caller on the line. Hello. Yes, please.
Me name Joe Ali James. I call from Kenema.
Yes, go ahead.
I won't. If we don't talk, if we don't see everything about Kandeh Yumkela, you need less for apologize again. Indeed, what Kandeh Yumkela do, Kandeh Yumkela exhortations a betrayal. By right, if in our upfront, by right, na lead body. Because when they don't tie, when I don't form a cabal, you are see the head, he just look, he pull and he go with another cabal. That one na a betrayer na a traitor. If you don't use the right word, see the guy na a bad man, na a bad market. So I can call this my own contribution.
Thank you very much. We'll get 2 more calls then. Hello, caller.
No, get 3 more.
Hello.
Being a concerned citizen, I just want to contribute small. Haroun Zubairu them groom Yumkela. Hello?
Yes, you don't.
Go ahead. You get 1 minute, please. You got 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yeah. Haroun Zubairu them groom Yumkela. And Yumkela go all over America with sugar-coated vibes them. They go and talk all kinds of sweet talk. Now, in the Haroun Zubairu self, you're not going to win mayorship in Freetown. So let's just forget about it. So now my own contribution that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller.
Hello, what's your name? Who's the call from, please?
Yeah, Shabba, me na Tony.
Yes,
Long
Tony.
time, man.
Good, my brother.
Long time, man. Happy to see you. I just want to talk to Zubairu.
Yes,
you
go ahead.
see, I don't come for crucify you, Zubairu, because he's an amateur man. But you make a big mistake if you go with the influence of Yumkela. Yumkela is a failure. Why I say so? He didn't work like UN. You don't ever do anything better for Salon. You don't ever use a platform for making Salon become a better country. With that position where he did, I mean, any other, like Nigeria, Mami did it, you could do a well-thing for Nigerians. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about, I just make as a follow-up question to you, Zubairu. Why you come, you know, no sign as Salon, you want me to be a mayor. You don't get the base. So you try to use opportunity with NGC, for use Yumkela them, when I use on myself, so you can't dump on at the end of the day. Everybody know this guy was a failure. Now SLPP Mwango. Because you don't get the flag bearer, you go from your own party. Now you don't look to opportunity, you don't come for now, where you know say you didn't have the position where they go give him, where you want, either a vice or next you could become a president. So you need for dump on all. So for me to come and say the guy is a failure, to be honest with you, we are all not the part and parcel where they make Salon the cry today. Because you are one of the people where you say you not for big Creole, because Creole not for big, but you accept you as a brother. But you for don't make you plan A and you plan B first before you go with KKY. Because KKY we are already crammed down so now, we are already trying for user, but even the user now, but we are not say the user now. So I don't want to take much time now.
All right, thank you very much, caller.
Thank you very much.
15 years not see Shabba, so I just say Shabba.
Thank you very much. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Shabba.
Yes, you live. What's your name? What's the call from?
I don't want to say the name, but anyway, I just want to give you a contribution. Haroun, my dear brother, thank you so much for giving love to Sierra Leone, your passion. Every Sierra Leonean is entitled to this. It is your constitutional right to go and fight for anything where you feel say you want to fight for. So for me, I commend you for that. But when it comes to NGC, honestly, I blame most of the diasporans. Diaspora, now we held NGC put up there without even doing most of the research then. What is NGC for? This is where we went wrong. NGC come, look and say, okay, they can't win election. But what was the kind of plan where they have in place in case you don't win election? In case they don't win election, what is the plan? NGC had no plan. And I know one lady they say, Kandeh Yumkela a bad person and this and that. Yes, Haroun, I'm glad when you apologize because a bad choices he made. But he's not a bad person in being a human being. We only make mistakes in our life. But he has made bad choices. And he gets the right. Now in your life, if you say you want for come on one party and go, I'm not one of the first politician we don't do one. They don't do one. You understand? But I wasn't expecting this. But when it comes to politicians, they expect anything. I just want to motivate you, say you get a very good support system there. You get your wife, you get your family, and you're a very young man. You can still make it. Never discourage. Start fresh. Choose and choose right. And make the right decision. Who you want or go and contribute. You your own way where you want to contribute in a salon. Let this not discourage you.
Thank you very much, caller.
If we get for build salon, there has to be sacrifices.
Thank you.
Nelson Mandela served 11 years in prison before he ever become president. So please don't give up. Keep fighting if you believe in Sierra Leone and you want to change.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll get the very last caller right now. Very last caller. Yes, please. What's your name? What's your call from?
I call from New York, Mr. Kamara. First of all, this man will accuse the two political parties, and with that, I've been on that basis with all humiliation.
Which man? Which man you talk about? Which man? Specify. Which man? Okay.
I'm referring to Kandeh Yumkela.
Okay, go on.
Okay. So if this man don't describe Kandeh Yumkela as a bad person, then they can't retract the statement. Say disgrace. I'm saying that in his face because
if somebody don't betray the cause we want to stand for, that person a good person. I will answer that question. If not, that means that a bad person is still qualified to be a bad person. So I think I retract your statement again. So your reputation on the line. So you're no longer trustworthy in the side of the people. Can Yumkela and I case then they talk say no put me for Yumkela, that don't put me for Bokuto. No Yumkela, no lie for me, that the slogan no intel copy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say no good thing about that country. So I don't want to Zubairu, you don't talk, you don't see what the man don't do, you can't for defend back. Because if you can't talk say no, the man is a bad person, then who say the people that stand? What do you want the people that take? What do you want people that take now? This is very confusing. You know?
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
All right, Shabba, one more call. Just one more call. One more call. One more Bonya. One more call.
Miss Rachel, we can get another 5 more people. I can go another 5 if they want for.
Okay,
yeah?
okay.
Okay, 5 more people. 5 more people,
Okay.
right? You're good.
No, but let's do this 5 first. Let's answer, then we'll do the other 5.
Okay, so we can quick.
So
Yeah,
let's answer the question then.
last calls there now.
Yeah, and you know, somebody, the first person we call, it talk about Dennis Bright, them be there against me. Dennis Bright and Arthur Pierce were not directly telling me that they against me, but they get some affiliation with Madam Akisaya. Quite naturally, they don't know her probably more than me. But what should they be able to do? You have the right to run for mayor of Freetown. And I'll be able to prove until they say, as articulated, I get command of the country and the city and know exactly what Madam Mayor don't do, what he not do, what I implants them, are able to know and are able to tell. Nyamakora, Antopias, Sekjen, all of them were there in the office. Willow Wise are able to tell them, say, I can able to do this job because I know not only I talk about the failures of Akisaya, but also how I can fix them through the functional city and what they call autonomy. I've been able to do that. Then it's Bright, Nyamakoro, they all can say, they all come to the conclusion, say, Haroun Zubairu can do that. But when I begin campaign, when they see the momentum, when they see the enthusiasm, when they see the passion between me and my wife, when they see the unity between we, when they see the people and they follow me, when they see people and they make meeting without me giving a dime, guess what's in? They say, Haroun Zubairu, you can do this. Again, none of us say I go win, but they say shoot for the moon. If you lose, you're not still not one part of the stars. And I believe in that. The fights continue because I believe in the country. I believe in the people, and we're going to make a difference. Another person say, I apologize. I make the word I use as a bad man and continue as a bad man. Now, through the emotions, I cannot define what I mean by bad man. A bad man in policies, them, in choices, and how it go about for deal with ordinary people we believe in them. It make bad choices. I'm not able in 3 minutes for truncate what I want to say. The time not be there. And at the talk off cuff, meaning I'm not do any script. All man gets an opinion on how you see Kandeh Yumkela. If you feel that is a bad man based on your decisions, good be to you. But me as a human being, when I define a bad politician, now one would levy so much pain into the citizen of its country. Now go call a bad man. But Kandeh Yumkela, no
KKY don't go join. KKY don't go form alliance with a bad man because you classify Bio as a bad man because we they see you audio there and video the way they make against President Bio as a bad man. But he don't go form alliance with a bad man. So what do you think of him?
So now I make child. You remember when Barack Obama go with rights? So because rights now talk about goddamn America, that means that Barack Obama. We cannot say that.
Okay. No, I just want you to clear
that. You
understand
me? I cannot say because if it's a bad man, I go attribute unto him. So take him persuade the person. So tell them to talk about that things today. But I'm not going to say because that person will go affiliate himself with not a bad person. That means it's not a bad person, but it makes some serious bad decisions then. I hope they're able to reflect and come back together and we'll support her, even though I know I'm not get nothing to do with the NGC party. And I don't get nothing to do with APC.
No,
I don't get nothing to do with them.
Just respond. Basically, now then most of the caller they talk about you statements where you make before and what you make now. So you left them confused
they're not confused. When I say
support you left them confused. Basically, that's the feedback we are getting.
Rachel, they're not confused on somebody say they go make alliance with somebody and they 10 minutes for elections. Number somebody will not care about a constituents, not tell them say it's about political switch. Number 3, it's a left party. It not tell them say it resign.
So that's a good person.
Number 4, it tell the people when they get money, say for $100. Number 5, the man they tell me say they give $2,000. You know how many people go salon this year? You know how much it costs me everywhere?
That's what I say. So you classify the man, say you don't retract your statement, say okay, not a bad man, even though you don't do all of that, but not a bad man. You just make bad choice or bad decisions. Am I correct?
Yes, they make bad choices and bad decisions.
Okay, because you left
and
you left them confused, a little bit confused.
No, Miss Ketchel, this is not gonna be a bad. It give bad blood to we. And will make you feel like a bad person because of what he say. Because of what he say, how they go about that based on the decision, it's wrong and it's bad and it's not good. But for that, go tell a human being say categorically, I can't define a bad man. Whoa, that is a strong word.
All right, okay.
Okay, no, we'll get 5 more calls before the end of the program. When I stay with we, hello, what's your name? Where you call from?
Yes, this concerned citizen from Freetown.
Yes, go ahead, you live.
Bad politician or bad person. Now, one way you will consider incompetent and dishonest. So, if they can't describe now, say Yumkela, hey, sorry, this, that. Yumkela, from the one we don't go, in fact, even before we go to Parliament, he is incompetent and dishonest. And when we don't go to Parliament, he is worst, incompetent and dishonest. And when even now they try for left and sink them, they go, he is ungrateful, dishonest and incompetent. So now that's the definition of a bad politician. When you're not able to hold on to waiting, you become for what you don't lie all over this country, you don't go pass everywhere, you don't talk all kind of talk. You say you don't go assemble Keke na Nigeria, you all come like
Zubairu, can mute? Zubairu, not for mute. Not for mute.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Miss Sister. Thank you very much. Hello, what's your name? Who's you call from, please?
Yeah, Mina Bakar from the UK.
Yes, Bakar, go on.
Yeah, I watch on a program. Thank you very much for this program. Very engaged. I follow that all the time.
Thank you.
You know, KKY and the very Zubairu are getting on a platform. In politics, you have to be a speculator. You know, like idea in a market, economics and they speculate, anybody who gets sense, be able to know, say, this type of person I go follow this type of political party at the follower. When it in a Sierra Leone, even if you're not born yet before the APC and the SLPP, you go able to determine which of them party and they will create another party. You could take voting for the effect. Zubairu na a blind follower. Zubairu, now there Adiba always they call it the educated fools. You know, you understand. I'm not insulting here. But Zubairu you know, go see somebody who is not able to know, you go follow them. All what you get your political intentions, you put them aside for follow Yumkela. Yumkela is one of the most deceptive individuals on earth who God don't ever create naturally. And he will never be anywhere that will be success because the man himself not able to succeed within himself. Let alone you see him. You should be a political speculator for letting know say this person here and know him and no go ever follow him, whatever. You go follow him the type of Zubairu. I never pity them. Because this, I will make another choice, you know, go ever favor him because you don't get a lens, a political lens.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Colin.
Contribution. It will be a positive contribution.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That make you feel yourself today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, we'll get 3 more calls. Just one for inform and say next week, Sunday, we'll get the director of communication. Mr. Mike Begawa go there with Twina next week, Sunday. So please, I'm gonna stay with me. Make I get another call, please. Hello, and what's your name? What's your call from?
They come from the US. Thank you very much.
Yeah, what's your name, please?
Hans.
Okay, go on.
So quick one. Firstly, this is not just a piece of advice to Zubairu. in life you have to be consistent. Flip-flopping is not very good. The flip-flopping where they talk about the one who don't see what happen with Dr. Yumkela, we make even in the Zubairu become so irritated and so, mad at him. Right? You don't say the man a bad man. What's in define a bad man? Now you actions them, now you decisions them. But anyway, now left that. But for let Zubairu come out and they flip-flop on him, talk them, good. But one advice for Zubairu, let it look what's happen with Dr. Bright. When he pull in resignation, they make him public. Journalists then go after him and call him for take an interview. He said, no, I need to cool off. I need time off the media with my family. You know what that mean? He give a chance for like go sit down, whether he vex and have to like calm down, then he will know what's in for talk. But because Zubairu rush quick, they cannot the media, they don't talk things they now, they're not able for defend, and always who they see, they retract on them. That's not a good sign.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for.
Then one question before I go. What's in our next move for me? Thank you very much. I mean, by what's he get for the next, whether they continue for stand for mayor as an independent candidate or you look at
Okay, go tell me down the towards
Go tell that later. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, Shabba.
Yeah, what's your name? What's your call from, please? Quick one.
I call from Canada.
Okay. Yes, I get you clear.
Zubairu, mute. Zubairu, for mute. Mute, yeah.
I just want to give me one quick contribution. You get me?
Yes, go on quickly.
Yes, because I'm sorry, but Zubairu, honestly speaking, I don't think say for the kind give the statement again. They say the man not so bad man, then they describe the man as a bad man. I don't think say for the give the statement again. Because one thing I'm going to say to you, always you don't describe what that man did. That man did it fits him, they match the man. So the man is a bad man. So me, it disappoints me as an NGC and the word they will use it. The word they will use, honestly speaking, the word they will use to read. Some of what they do with money, you get me? If they get somebody with 1 point singer, 8 points after that, some of who they suffer for sale money for effort for achieving goal. So like Zubairu, you don't get a platform already. Your message don't go out. You're not going to retrieve that statement again. Me, I will tell you that, my brother. Because KKY, like selfish individual, honestly, though, if you look land all day behind and at the end of the power toughy, yes, I call them them.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
Okay, Shabba.
Yeah. We'll get two more calls, please.
Yeah.
2 more calls, please. Hello, what's your name and who's the call from, please?
Hello.
Yes, please. What's your name and who's the call from, please?
My name is Alpha Jallo. I call from London.
Okay, Alpha. You live.
Yeah, okay. Contribution what I wanted to Zubairu. Me self not be NGC member, but 6 months after election, me I left because he say the direction of the party they go not to them in tell we. They convince we tell we but in them about how the guy na this, the guy na that. But after a good research from your side, as he say, if you don't make your host, you go make other person host. The guy they talk about Bankasuka or whatnot. That's not all the all thing for Salon. Salon need more like agriculture relative when that they specialize on. And Zubairu just go for take things easy and just swallow the pills and forget about the outcome and they not apologize. That apology will make so that they won't no need for apologize for anything. That is a new contribution.
Thank you very much, my brother.
God bless.
Yeah. Very last caller. Hello, please. What's your name and who's you call from?
Hey, Shabba. Hi. This is Amina. Sister Admina Uyad. So, waiting me just want to tell Zubairu is that make it take courage. We know say, it upsets. It's very disappointing to Ram and all of the NGC members. Them. I know why make bash at Zubairu like the way we are coming at him like that. Because if now some of we be there at that kind of position they are so people them let we. Betray me just like that. We'll never feel good. If he come out and make a video, he was angry. He was disappointed. He was upset. So please, guys, I think we forgive Zubairu a break. sympathize with him. We were done the Siam, then at the media, take risk in life, be there at stake. You know, I think say we get for sympathize with what's still not going with him. And plus, we all come on at different homes them. If Zubairu says something, it decide for come out and apologize now. You know, that doesn't mean say Zubairu not a flip-flopper or Zubairu a minor set. You know, so please guys, we have to put ourselves in people that choose them. I know, you know, Zubairu for me, what I will say right now, stay off the media for now. Not come out and make any more videos or any interviews before you fall short, you know, with your words them. Because now people that are hold you against you words them, which I think that it's not a bad thing to apologize because you don't define what you feel say a bad person look like and in actions them. So please guys, slow we go light, slow we go easy on them.
Thank you.
It's not easy for the politician. He's young. So don't get chance. And Zubairu, you know, you get more opportunities than ahead of you. You know, take care of yourself, take care of your family. You get people that will care for you, your mama and papa, then they. You know, other opportunities that will come on. So be strong, you know, hold on tight. Sky is the limit for you. That's all I got for say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wow.
Thank you very much, Amina.
Yes, Haroun.
You get him, Amina.
Get water. Get water.
Can finally just.
I want to get water. Get water.
No, unmute.
Unmute, please. Unmute, Haroun.
Now,
yes,
this make we come into politics. Where all man gets the opinion, all man gets the decision. You as a leader, now you they come and make the choice. And I make a choice, not for only today, but for calling the tempo down, for me own problems then when me they get, or waiting the action the way people then they care. I don't send me video, it don't go out, it not the car again. I can tell you well over 100,000 people receive this video. It's a fine video, but again, Kandeh Yumkela, I not believe her again. I not trust her again. I can beg them. And the people when they follow them, then they listen to who that they call. I know they see on a thread.
I won't 1 minute, please. If you don't classify somebody, say you not believe them again, you not trust this person again, you not think this person a bad person to you.
No, Mr. Let me tell you, yeah. I not believe in I not believe in waiting Alex Baikoma in policy system, some of them. I don't believe in him. In where he make the road for every square meter, now $3 million, where you know they spend now so. But Alex Baikoma make a dent in my own country where I don't see. You see the road them, not all the road them fine, but it make a difference. Alex Baikoma, there was a flow of money. The people were happy, their body fine. But that not mean say, Ernest Baikona a bad person or I go follow him. But it makes some strives. Now we country. So because of that, Kandeh Yumkela, I despise him. I'm not a believer again. I not trust him. He deceived me, but he's not an atrocious bad man. And that's all I can say. You know, your definition, a bad person that will inflict personal pain to people deliberately.
Right, okay. I don't think so. No, put Haroun. He don't make a statement there. He don't say what he get for say. He don't define what he mean by that, and that's not imposition. So I don't think so. We can push him more beyond that. And as a human being, and from your upbringing, if we say that the right thing for do, it's up to our people and get for interpret them. And that's what makes him a politician. Yes. And that's what makes him a politician. The same thing where KKY do on the audio, and people feel like for say, he talks to them like a small pikin, it treats accountable for certain things then. Himself might get your explanation. So it all depends on how people take waiting, and people define waiting people and they say.
Yeah, Miss Rachel, somebody come and tell me, say, I blindly support Kandeh Yumkela. Kandeh Yumkela, I begin follow him when the election come. When the election done, I become a social activist. And some of the good things we Kandeh Yumkela to do, I support him. Hey, when I give extrajudicial killing, I fight for freedom and saloon. When they fire electoral peers, I fight for that. When they take the money, I fight for that. When the cost of living increases, I fight for that. When Kandeh Yumkela go choose Mr. Kandeh, I come after him vehemently. So I come against.
So moving me on question, and Shabba, no say you get your roundup question. Me on question here, Haroun Zubairu. With all waiting, you personally don't say or don't feel or now don't conclude about KKY. Is somebody that Sierra Leoneans should trust? It don't prove worthy of Uda Ibi and what it tells Sierra Leone. Is this somebody that Sierra Leone should trust at this point in time where Salon there na a crossroad and this alliance we don't form? Now somebody where Salon can give mandate for, or who's the alliance where it did just because it did there. Now Salon go follow, Salon people go follow that side outside there for trust them. It don't prove incredibility, it don't prove integrity. Tell us, please. Because you don't have a first-hand experience.
On my opinion, with me, I will tell you, say, I not trust Dr. Yumkela. He's secretive, he not a talk, he gets things that for himself. I'm not trust him.
You not be NGC person, and you don't get a first-hand experience with this person, and you not one person will be the advocate for this person. You not one person where they convince aliens for them to follow this person. Now tell us. Let me play the devil's advocate here. Tell some of we where through you we be like KKY, where through you we believe in KKY. Waiting you want for tell we now? Should we continue to follow KKY? Is KKY credible enough for waiting Salon they look for at this point in time?
KKY is not credible. KKY is not ready for prime time. KKY not get Salon in interest. KKY not the possible way for Salon for follow. Because it tell you that in B, Angelo say, when somebody tell you this something the first time, believe him. Kandeh Yumkela don't tell you who that it be, and we believe him. We're not a truster with your country again. We're not a truster with what you don't do. But I'm not tell you, say, now an atrocious killer or a bad man. But this man, he deceived Sierra Leone, he deceived me, Haroun Zubairu. But me allegiance, it was not Kandeh Yumkela because I'm not Sabiam. Me allegiance and me, and I want run for freedom of mayor, and I stand on Akisoya. I stand against Gento and the Madabio administration. I fight on them, not to under Kandeh Yumkela. I'm a grown up, a big man, when they take care of myself. It's not about Kandeh Yumkela. But what he do, I get for smack him and smack him hard because it look me like a Pekin where it's a Pekin. Where he come and tell me, say, $100, where you give $2,000, my friend. You not give me $2,000 for yourself. Now for you, your self-aggrandizement, for your self-provision, now you make you take that $2,000 a day, but not so for me. Yes, he deceive we, and I not trust him, and I ask and I employ people and not trust him. But to me, Haroun Zubairu will not call anybody a bad person. That's too strong at this point in time.
Okay, Shabba, over to you.
Yes, as we close now, Haroun, people want to know whose you stand right now, especially when it comes to your political career.
So Usai are going for switch now. Usai is
now the game big. Now the show say
how the game big.
How the game big? Tell me how the game big.
The game big where a people go against Kandeh Yumkela, Madabio, Akisoya, and Mohammed Gento are ready for them, and then we'll talk about that. These are a debate about the country and waiting with country for be. This is a fight. It's not of a popularity contest. It's not about you. The kind of Dr. Yumkela keep the talk, Kagami and then people and they. Like when Akisha, they go to other country there, go rub skin with people with global warming, wait today, deforestation. The one of the killing. It don't kill last year no more. It killed over 2,000 people in our country, 21,000 people in Sri Lanka because of deforestation. Madam Akisha not being solved the problem. I respect him. I want to work with him. But again, in that guy, it failed with. Mohammed Gento is not ready for prime time. He always talk in bloviates about Mami cost. He not sabi waiting at that God in the city. He not sabi waiting at global warming. He not know how to do deforestation. He not know how to build a 21st century country. We are ready to fight. The fight on. I'm not talk about Kandeh Yumkela because it's irrelevant. Now we lexicon. Now we lexicon today about politics. Kandeh Yumkela is nothing. He's not able to do anything anything for me because it don't shatter in credibility.
I don't want to let Haroun say Kandeh Yumkela is nothing. That man say somebody SLPP don't go buy markets. The markets na Kandeh Yumkela. That means na good markets. Sometimes na markets we get for can promote them, na markets we get for sell them out good. We don't know. So I know you talk say irrelevant. I don't know why you talk say Kandeh Yumkela irrelevant at this point. Where
any human being will
say
because
I buy, I don't go buy them. They don't go buy player.
Anybody will come they say it represents people them. At the time of election, now we can know say you they switch to the people who they fight against. So at the dying time, now we know say you they talk to that person there. At the dying time, now you left the people to their devices and joined another party and left Samu, left Kitchen, left Cambia to their own devices. How you going to trust that kind of human being? Again, people will come and cost me mommy that a choice. Now me bring myself for this because a service at the give, not a career for me.
I won't let me get this straight. You don't resign from the NGC. And I still ask this question again. Whose side you stand? You not activist now, or you still be a politician, you still go for the mayorship? People are for no.
Or you don't go other side, you said you go other party.
No, at this junction, I go as an independent and I go against the status quo. Elections get consequence. My voice, they go here. They know it's a stand. People know me credibility. People believe in me. I can't let them dry. When they believe in me, I go speak out. I go campaign like any other time. The best is yet to come. Now we get for that fight. Wait before we. In 5 months, we go make the best out of it. You won't believe in Zubairu. Contact Zubairu. Let me see. I'll go engage and talk about them people also. Tell them say they're not the good people left. Tell them say we're ready for fight for the people left. Sierra Leone, now one of the best country this time. We're not the richest country in the world. But today, because of the inept, now you make get poor people, now you make country poor today. We cannot stand again. We're not to get them in Yoka and a leader there when they can't talk about mingle with presidents there. Who give a hell about who then a leader where to go? Who then a Kagame? Who cares about that? You keep the block like I say, you link with other people. Who cares about that? Where you read people, where you wake in the morning, where you come to IMAT, where you see people and they beg for the living. Where you come to IMAT, you see people and they book that eats. Where you come IMAT, you see people and they beg for the living. You see people in magazine courts, they go sleep that eat. Rain and sand, then they suffer. You see young people, then that eat, they beg for 5 leons. You see that they all napkin for all day, then they sell they look for possible buy napkin for 15,000. You not the look, you're not seeing a bad thing. You're not seeing a bad thing. You they see Freetown they go down the game. You see them live for we census. Who that say you say na 600 and some people to register for vote na salon. Who side the day? Then did I also they are lying. Mr. Yumkela, the one thing are not able to stand where it look Mr. Kandeh, where they destroy the country today. It go and put up for the election electoral commissioner. That's wrong. That's a disservice. We're not able to trust the kind of people again. Again, I'm ready for fight this fight because I get the strength and I believe I get the service to my country.
Again, I won't. If you pull out of this race, you get any intention for endorse, just in case you get any intention for endorse any political party, maybe the next 2 months before the election.
I'm letting everything unfold. But me just no say, right now, I'm not going to endorse anybody because they not come with plan, we're different for the other person. SLPP know but tell me say, them better pass APC based on corruption. SLPP not able to tell me say, how do they revamp with infrastructure? APC not able to tell me that. That's our question. SLPP not able to tell me say, that they reduce unemployment. So as APC.
Long assume say you're not able to forget a messaging, where the APC go able for give you out there where you're able for convince for say, okay, let's make a decision, let's go under the APC, or let's make a decision, let's endorse somebody in the APC. They're not able to count anything tangible, any messaging.
Mama, they're not able to talk. Let me tell you something. Kono, now a place where we get so much natural resources than they, Miss Rachel. Kono get diamond, they get charcoal, they get iron ore. Now, can you do today? Then they dig so many holes in that place and the people do not get water. They don't get light. Then they transport all their natural resources. Not even getting 5% of them. And they ask APC we want to go a win corner. What they don't do for their people and they? Why they keep the take with natural resources without any reward to win? APC need to come and talk about that. Except go for tell you say why they continue to support their kind of behavior they did. They could not. So both of them are the same. Like Dr. Yumkela say, Alassane Alusai. Dr. Yumkela na the great and it don't fail we. Guess what? We're not the follower again. Let it continue with the great and then we let them to their own device.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, you just lost me into tears because I wasn't expecting that. That name, I'm familiar with Alassane. What's it? Alassane Alusai. Who's that the great? Come on.
But I call them here.
Oh, okay.
So not a bit so too.
After this interview today, you going to continue for there on social media?
Well, I get for the revise on how they go about for really come out strong. And guess what? It takes that guy that the APC get millions of dollars, SFPP get millions of dollars. And I want the people to come and say that they contribute, for now we come and go fight for what you believe in. When people then come together, they can say they believe Zubairu for go speak on their issues. Yeah, so regardless of what's the outcome, I want Zubairu to make a dent and move in the conversation instead of APC and SLPP, Tolombo and Paupa. Let me talk about the issues. Then we make salon. We go make schools that are able to function today. We go make schools that where we go. Now they're not able to get water, they're not get toilets. Then one day, now the conversation with the bring Kandeh. We bring that to them. What make not been doing last year? Which I mean of the previous year. Now they want to talk about them. We are not agreeing. I want to buy ready for fights on things till I say to the last drop of my blood. I'm ready for fights for them.
Wow.
So today we get Alassane, we get Alusai, and then
we get Betty. And that's what thing. I want to buy right the door. We're not a part of that shenanigans.
Today we don't come here, we don't get Beshe today. We get Alassane, now we don't get Beshe.
Honestly, I will always stand with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know your intention.
Yes.
I always stand with you.
Thank you.
Because I know you get good intention for the country.
True.
And once again, I want to say thank you very much. You honor our invitation. We normally expect this. In fact, for the last program, now we discussed on our program. So now I want to buy next now the green card. So this thing can happen. So we don't get this. We get a big program today.
I know.
So on behalf of this program, on behalf of Tell It to Rachel, the platform, and we want to say thank you very much. Whatsoever way you do for the country, we will not say yes. You get a good intention for Sierra Leone, and also to your wife, to we stand by you.
Yes,
and I believe for any time back will call you. You go on with invitation. Never mind, you want to stay off social media for now, but it's an opportunity for we will get you today.
Yes, I'm staying up, and to be honest with you, even though my wife don't tell me say not come na SHABBA them that, but it stand by me right now. Now my bathroom they watch every step what they do. And then I go and they watch every word which I say because in no say if I mistake I will be in trouble. And I'm telling thank you for even allowing me to go through this. We they get contentious arguments about politics. What they say contentious one, Allah back to back. But again, she is a good woman. She stand by my side and want to make up. And I say,
thank you. Round this thing up with you.
Yes.
And I want to say thank you again together with EGERTON SHABBA. What you self don't say, it takes courage. It takes courage. It takes selflessness for make you come out and speak your voice and speak your truth and speak from your heart. And some of us know, how much you've invested your time, your money, your family, everything just for go through what you go through so on your political journey. In as much as, like you said, you might not, you're not going to be able to win the mayorship, probably because of the mayor in base, established. But for the fact that you take that bold step when no other person not able to take, I commend you for that.
Thank you.
I commend you for that, because people and they talk but they know they do but you take the bold step and even try for, say, work with the current mayor, say, let me see what you've done, let me see your plan and stuff like that. It means you mean well. You mean well for your country and you mean well for Freetonians then. And like I say, this is not the end of you, and this is not going to be the end of waiting you get that you heart for you people then. This is the kind of politics where Salon gets now. I mean, me man can say, what am I not guarantee? I can laugh when he tell me that one day. But for real, you know, we politicians are not guarantee. So I know you are pretty much like young in the game, but I know say again, you know, I turn to the flip part of the coin that some of us or some people out there when one forget into politics, this whole thing they discourage them, the way politicians and they behave. It could discourage them because we want young people them for come inside politics. The young man, young woman them, we want to make them come inside politics. But then can you get me away the people that will believe in, probably they play with we. It can discourage we young people and forget into the political arena. But I want to tell you, say, you not a good example, and I want to make you stay on your path. Stay on what you believe in so that people then go, young people then go copy from WETIN you safe they do, and you for be like a motivation to the young one they want come inside politics. Said even though they want for drag you down because they feel you are new, even though they want for drag you down because they say Usai ikomot, but you still stand the test of time because you are genuine. That's the bottom line. You are genuine. So I want to thank you and thank all the viewers there. The viewers, the message them plenty. I got the message.
We get up to 200 calls.
The message them plenty. You know, and I just say we had safe on YouTube. The viewers
we get up to 1,000 viewers them on YouTube right now. Anyway, Haroun, what are your final message to you fans them for today?
Thank you, Miss Rachel. You inspire me too. Thank you very much. And then can watch the answer from you and your husband. And I don't know your husband for a while. We get the utmost respect for we in the public. We can let each other go. But the last word, me fumble them. We can say in politics, not a way. For Sierra Leone, a beautiful country. I wish I not be even come right now. Me and my wife decide like we don't stay under this cold. I like Sierra Leone. I love the fighting, the arguments, the police them, all the people that I like the country. Okay, salon they get beaucoup money, yeah. Salon na dem money day. Una we na diaspora. Una love we go now we country. Let we go invest. Let we go change the culture. Let we change the perception of we see we country. When we begin talk about we get water, but we not get clean water. We get for bring water. We get able for educate we kids them. The young women, they are so vulnerable. They are so vulnerable. They are so vulnerable. Very intelligent human being them, but unfortunately, not them body, they get for use, for let them make them. It's rather unfortunate. We get a young man them. This is not literally an epidemic from the Kush and Tramadol. You get 15,000, you get Tramadol. You get 100,000. You just sleep with woman. You get 50,000, you just sleep with woman. This is less than $5. This is painful. But I believe in this country, with the encouragement from people who they call me, people they bash me, people don't not trust me. I respect them all. I respect the country. I respect human beings. I respect the police officer them. I know the reason why they check people and take money and take bribe. I know they demonize them. I know some friends them. With the build school, when not toilets, no the water, no the. May God continue for bless we. And una support people we get for fights for una within our side. Una give me the support and the encouragement I get from Mr. SHABBA and Miss Rachel. Listen, the fight continues. Sierra Leone, it go better, like my wife will say, it go better, ma, Salon, it better, by all possible means necessary. Thank you guys very much, and we be us then. May God continue for bless we, and we country, Sierra Leone.
Thank you very much, Haroun. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Haroun, you know, say you're the first person to make what I want me out today. You are the first person to on social media today. One day of my life. Because I'm
oh my God. That's the Thank you, sir.
That's the fact.
Hello. Yes.
I will
because
we
know the kind of love that we are not doing this for any political party. We do this for country. If you president, you don't do anything wrong or continue, we write for
I will write for speak on now.
Now we write to call them out because we want to make the country better.
Yes.
We want to make the country better like how we live so in America. We're not there for any political party.
No.
If NBC come back, we're going to come after them. But if we not say something they go wrong in our country, now we responsibility for come after governments.
Yes.
Especially we will get the voice. We get the voice. Now we right.
Yes.
Me like Sierra Leonean.
Yes.
Like I said, because of me entertainer, not for talk. No, me like Sierra Leonean, and I get the voice for talk because I have to make me country better.
Yes.
That's the bottom
line.
And
we stand on this constantly. We keep beat the drum. Believe we shall not begin here is Zubairu anymore. They don't begin see the value, and at that, I can tell me woman say she is a role model to the woman who was seeing at AYV. When I see how he sit up, how he explain, how he get for make the best out of the country and the woman them. When it talk genuinely, when not to embody, make it gets the money where he gets the today. When he able to build any horse drive any motor car in this world. But it's comfortable. Which I can't forget to go by the salon, but that choice I make. But anyone can do the same thing because it come out na kono usai born where in mama and papa sleep of stroke. But she able to go and make the best. It make it bring in mama and papa, it bring 20 people in this country. But it's still able to say, I will do multi-million-dollar business in that country. It tells them say I can't do it because she is a good woman. Yeah. And now he make with the same role model. In that can ask and say, the reason why make in one of the role model them because he not use in body for let him make a life.
Right.
But he can stand any man today intellectually or any other way. She would build stand the set of time. He can be president of that country because he believe in that.
I want before you go, let me say this on social media. I don't want to say this thing, right? I will 100% support you. 100% supports you as an activist.
Yes.
I remember when I was in Gambia, I was salon one time where DJ Bass called me now in radio. I go play now in radio for 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, I'm less than it. So we get interaction at the radio, me and Bass talk about the governments. At that time, during Tijan Kaba in time, where I come after Tijan Kaba, serious one na radio station. About the recklessness and the way the country be dirty. Can you imagine, say, after a couple of months, with Tijan Kabago Gambia, it go surprisingly, it go give me award. The Megawan program, na the ambassador in host, and the ambassador and the program, and the sound system go play it. So I decided not to go. I send my body and say I go play. Now when the Canadian give me this award and say the presidents call it personally on stage. He says somebody in this country where all Sierra Leoneans they look up to. It just start like an ambassador. Say EGERTON, SHABBA. When I call him, I want to give this award. The voice of the voiceless of Sierra Leoneans, them in Gambia.
Yes. Now the part when they tell we say, he say, let them sing for me. Not let them not go to bush, but they can sing. All can sing for me. Yeah, but this that will begin them.
Thank you.
Now they call it through history. Go tell what we think today. History go to judge me. Now that's how they say, not of today, but history go judge who that I want to buy will be.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Haroun. Rachel.
Okay. Thank you.
We final word today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we don't say off to Haroun. Yeah,
good luck.
Haroun, thank you so much.
Okay.
And God bless you. Yeah.
Thank you. Goodbye here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a very, intense. I mean, the conversation or the discussion been very intense at some point, and I understand Usai Haroun they come up from, and I understand also the people them we believe or we stand with also they come out from, and that is why I say make not to push in terms of defining whether a bad person, whether not a bad person. I mean, everybody is different. The way you go look things, so me go look at. So indoor able for tell people and say the bad way it mean, but keko way as this and that and that. But again, people were a little bit confused about what it mean by bad person. But anyway, notwithstanding that, as a young person, like I say, Usai me they look into more as a young person instead for they come inside politics. I feel a little bit touched because other young people like say one come into politics, they see all this dabaru business where politicians they play pawi and go on for pullback and discourage and still left the paper there. The paper there they rotate no more recycle politicians, the all recycling politicians, they rotate no more, they rotate. And this now a way for discourage the young one then. I mean, to be honest, I will never be win that mayor of Freetown, never be winner because accusations don't pay himself because I mean he got a proven track record. I mean if only then give the opportunity. This government will get the opportunity for make it do what if I don't do past that. That's I can always say that. But as a young man, for make it take that bold step there with your personal resources, I commend them for that. I really commend them for that. Unlike from the other side, where you use salary resources and you call and stuff like that, and you're bragging about money. I really commend Haroun for that. And so the people that also take part in the comment section. The comment section was also very engaging, very hot. One for appreciate all on our comments them, one for appreciate that, and the people that we call as well. So I mean, so far it was a good discussion, and I'm glad the way it don't pour in heart. It don't tell the people of Sierra Leone what it mean and what it plans moving forward. And again, before I pass on to you, I ask her one question. I say, if you want to tell the people that we be the advocate for Yumkela for, we be the advocate, we be the talk for Yumkela. If you want to tell them what you want to tell them, KKY is still credible. KKY na somebody who all for follow for na the direction. He say no. So this is a big message. We for go to the NGC people them and the one that we believe in Haroun Zubairu say. I mean, the possible will not be stand for the possible will not be in DBN strongly is not somebody that could be trusted or that is credible enough for Sierra Leone. Thank you very much for having me on your show, as always.
Well, you see, you are the co-director of this program. Well, one for inform. Yes,
we are the sister station like we had.
Yes. We want for inform Fambolem say next week Sunday we get for there with the director of communication, winner Mike Begawa will deal with winner next week Sunday where Una say we'll get opportunity for ask Mike Begawa questions them. So we'll go there next week Sunday with director of communication Mike Begawa next week Sunday. And when I can still
Director of Communication, Office of the President.
Yes.
All of that side.
Yes. And also my bigger will get for Kaib Watana this program because this program contributes a lot for me to get a position.
You know this program I give my better position.
I can tell like I can work like a laugh.
I'm not a fan, no. I'm not a fan.
But anyway, I can still send on a voice messages them on that the number when at 301-201-5247. I can still send on a voice messages them. We can forward them to Haroun Zubairu. I can send a message them, or I can write or send a voice notes on 301-201-5243 on WhatsApp.
Yeah, if you get any question on I ask Mike Begawa next week, I can still send a
yes, if you get any questions them when I for they could ask Mike Begawa. You can still send a right now on 301-201-5243. So now so we'll left una family. Thank you. For we una comments them, the calls them, and also we want to share the program. Now, thank you very much, and we're going to continue for blessing all and have a pleasant Sunday.
If we want to, they put Dragman as president or politician. You put Dragman as power now, for instance, no more.
Yes,
Wait, you can't give 5,000. No Dragman politics. What's he make all man and a showman? The other man was saying this now, his slippers are red, take off the hat. You see this man said, white and black. Can hear you man. So what's in the happen at the area?
Yes.
So waiting at the message from me. I don't give me message. When I avoid Dragman politics.
I don't know.
What did he start? $8 million and me bring a lady. They not shown at the video. When me and President Escoma they do foundation. They tell the lot people say this is brother and I bring that SHABBA. So they are they put lock area. They not saying a workman, me not to labo. If you go in color and they show you some CY bill for train people there, so they will get jobs. If you go Kandeh, another one day. You go boy, they put you on. Like now. So me, I don't work now before the end say I can't be politician. I can't do politics for help. On a life for change. So now anybody bring money, he can't give una say votes for me. Una eat because una money. Because that money they for build school for you people. So they top up. Supposed to build hospital for una life. But now see man and they pull money. He say, hey bro, now they pull the money where election don't come. Why not be not pull them before? Why not be not pull them before? So then you money on a chop up. But to God, on a vote for the question. By not debating the Auditor General's report, the ministries know that don't worry. They're going to be doing hearings all over this country for 6 months. And the report dies. Then the new one comes. And that is exactly what has happened for almost a decade. So myself, that's why I moved a motion that we need to debate it. And it was, again, we explained over and over. It is to help government. Mr. President has made, apart from free education, the fight against corruption, his mantra, from the UN to the World Bank, everywhere. He told us in 2019 that the last regime took $1 billion. It's here in this his speech. Yeah? And he admonished Parliament to work with him to fight corruption.
So I encourage all Sudanese to join me to fight corruption.
If we, the people's representative, are looking at provisions that can help him fight corruption, and we continue the same bad habits that in fact perpetuates the culture of corruption, because as I tell people, it's a culture. It's a culture.